Let's be seated together. Let's close our eyes. Let's gently place our hands on our knees. Rock yourself back and forth. Roll your shoulders. Deep breaths. Roll them forward. Loosen it all up. Raise the chin. Settle the back. Settle the mind. Nice deep inhales and exhales. One more nice deep grounding breath. Let it all go. Let's raise our hands overhead, clasping them overhead, checking for the alignment. The arms and your ears are in alignment, pulling the belly in. Deep breath, exhale over to the right. Sweep yourself forward with those hands, keeping them in alignment, coming over. Nice slight back bend. Follow your breath. Beautiful. Pausing back at neutral. Keeping the arms up overhead. Let's go the other way. Nice big slow circles. Extending yourself from your hips when you come to center. Keeping the ears and the arms in that beautiful alignment. Lovely. Let's pause at center. And let's bend over to the right. Keeping those sit bones on the mat, belly's tucked in as you inhale to center. Exhale over to the left. Stretch it all out. Deep breath back to center. Release the right hand to the mat. Walk those fingertips out. Nice side body stretch. Pull that chin up and breathe. One more nice deep breath. Beautiful. Let's inhale, switching sides, bringing that left hand over to the mat, walking the fingertips out, and then slowly bringing that right arm up overhead, looking for that beautiful stretch in that side of that body before we begin our flow. And breathe. Feel that lovely stretch. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Let's extend our legs. Bring both legs out in front of you. Toes are pointed up. Back is nice and straight. Then bring the left foot in to the right leg, long as it doesn't rest on the knee. Right foot turned up. Deep breath up. Turn the body towards that right leg, folding at the hips, which is stretching it out. Bring the hands down to whatever's comfortable. You're going to feel that big stretch on that left side. Try to keep the sit bones on the mat. 2 deep breaths here. Inhale the hands up overhead and release them to the mat. Let's exchange sides. Pulling that left foot back out, straightening the back, lifting up the chin, and then bringing in that right foot to whatever's in your wheelhouse. Deep breath, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold, pulling from the hips over that left side. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath. Slowly run the hands up the legs. Bring both legs wide open. Lifting yourself up. You want to feel those sit bones on the mat. Beautiful straight back. Arms up overhead. Twist over to the left. Gently touch the toes or the leg. Folding the head forward. Stretching out those hamstrings. 2 deep breaths here. Slide the hands back up. Back is neutral. Inhale up overhead. Turn the body to the right and folding forward from the hips. Placing the fingertips on the leg or the foot. Whatever the stretch may be, as long as those knees aren't locked, and then we fold forward here. And breathe. Gently running the hands up the legs. Let's walk the feet back into center. Lifting up, bringing the feet to the mat, rocking side to side. We're going to spread the feet hip distance apart. We're going to bring our hands together, pointer fingers, and we're going to inhale and bring the arms forward. And then we're going to come back to that beautiful boat position where we have that nice little burn. Bringing the chin up. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, pull back. Lift up the chin when you find that sweet spot. Drop those shoulders. 2 deep breaths back here. Inhale, bring it forward. Last time, bring it back. Make sure those knees don't flop open. So when you come back to that sweet spot, bring the chin up, bring both feet up. Exhale the hands out to the side. Bring the knees in and press them out. Bring them in, press them out. Keep those hands active. Bring the knees in, press them out. In, press out. One more time, bring it in, roll forward, crossing those hands around those knees. Stretch out that back. Deep breath, bring the chin up. Extend both legs out nice and wide. Rock those sit bones side to side again. Back is nice and straight. Inhale the hands up. Pointer fingers again, clasp for rest. Folding forward at the hips. Ears are in alignment. Knees aren't locked. Deep breath up. One more time. Working on that middle abs. Inhale up. Last time. Inhale down. Exhale up. Keeping your hands up, bring your feet up and hover them. And then find that sweet spot and point the toes and flex. Lift up that chin so those ears are in good alignment with the arms. We're trying to isolate those ab muscles. 2 more times. Extend the legs back open. Fold it forward. Pull yourself back up. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Bring the hands behind you. Lift up that chest. Stretch out that back. Deep breath. Bring the chin back to neutral. Walk the feet back in. Feet are flexed, knees aren't locked. Bring the hands together in front of your heart, clasping them. Come back down into that sweet spot boat. Drop those shoulder blades, almost pinch those shoulder blades together. That lowers those shoulders. Lift up the chin. Pull yourself forward, rolling forward. You're going to feel this amazing stretch in those hamstrings. Bring it back. Breathe. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale to that sweet spot. Folding forward, nice and gentle. We want to isolate using those abs to bring us back up. We want to feel that burn when you come back. Last time, bring it back. Keep the hands back, shoulders down, bring the knees up. Hands are at the side into that beautiful boat. Bring it up. Bring it back to that sweet spot. Inhale up, exhale back. Bring that right foot on top of that left knee, and then extend the legs out. Bring the chin up, opening up those hips. Lower the left leg down, fold forward, grabbing a hold of that right leg. We're stretching out that hamstring on the back of the left. One more breath. Bring it up to a nice straight back. Release that right leg. Bring both feet back to the mat. Find that beautiful boat. Lower down. Push them out. Bring them in. Press them out. In. Out. Last time in. Extend that right leg. Bring the left on top of it. Hover that right leg on the mat. Active hands. You'll feel that right in the lower belly. Bring it all in. Release the feet to the mat. Squeeze it out. Rolling forward. Let's bring our legs over to the side. We're going to do some windshield wiper sweeps. Right legs in front, left legs behind. Push your hands back behind. You want to come up under those sit bones again. Beautiful prayer hands, or bring your hands into clasp, whatever's going to give you the momentum. Pull a little bit forward, roll back, sweep, straighten back, and sweep, and sweep. Keep going. Beautiful. Use your abs to pull yourself back up. Nice little stretches on those sides. One more time each side. Lovely. A lot of good momentum here. Come back to neutral. Place your hands behind you. Open up, lift up that chin. Stretch it out. Back to neutral. Just turn those legs to the other side so we can stretch out that back one more time. Hands are behind you. And then turn the body to the front. And then lift up. Beautiful. Nice deep breath here. Let's release those legs. Let's have our legs come back to center here. Walk it out. We're just going to do one more boat before we get into our sun bees. Bring the feet to the mat. Hands are active. You might need to lift up again so you got those sit bones on the mat. You don't want to be on the lower back doing boats. Beautiful mountain hands. Bring the chin up. Find that sweet spot. Get that boat out. Open up those hands. Bring the hands till they're hip distance apart. Over to the left. Inhale to center. Over to the right. Inhale to center. Over to the left. Center. Right. Center. Beautiful. Open up the hands. Lower those feet down. Tap those feet back and forth. Keep that belly nice and tight and tap those heels down. Flex the feet. Point the toes. And then bring it all in. Roll it forward. Beautiful work. Stretch it out. Let's make our way into tabletop. Rock the hips as you get those stable toes. You push your toes till you feel those beautiful balls of the feet almost. Elbows, arms, wrists, everything's in alignment. Neck is down. One more nice deep breath here. Push it up to your downward facing dog. Push it back. Walk it forward to your high plank. Keep those hips up. Walk it back to downward facing dog. Forward to your high plank. Downward facing dog. High plank. And then slowly press down and press up. Nice little motions. Keeping everything active. Glutes are active, abs are active. One more time. Walk those hands back to downward facing dog. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Hips are high in the air as you bring that right foot forward. Spread those toes on the right. Slight little turn in that back foot. Bring it up to warrior one. Nice, beautiful sun salutation. Nice weather. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Back to warrior two. Turn the foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior three. Bring the hands down to the mat, keeping that left leg up in the air, folding yourself down so the crown of the head is facing the mat. Keeping your fingertips on the mat. I want you to lift up that heel on the right and bring it down for three. So you're coming up onto the ball of the foot. Release that left foot. Lower yourself down into that beautiful chair. Swing those arms up. Drop those hips down. Push those hips back into that beautiful pelvic tilt. Hands together in prayer. Push out those elbows. Come up onto the balls of the feet for three breaths. Lower down. Exhale, forward fold. Resting your fingertips on the mat. And then step it back into high plank. Low plank. Untuck the toes. Inhale to cobra. Put a smile on your face. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Settle it. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Want to bring those shoulder blades back till they're almost touching in warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Open up that chest. Warrior one. Warrior three. Foot is flexed on the right. Toes are spread on the left. Bring the fingertips to the mat. And I want you to come up onto the ball of the foot and lower it down for three. Bring the crown of the head pointing down towards the mat. Remember to rotate those hips so they're facing the mat. One more time. Step it forward into forward fold. Lower down into that beautiful chair. Then I want you to lift those toes up for 3 breaths. You'll feel a lot of action in those abs. One more nice deep breath. Exhale, forward fold, high plank. Get yourself into position. Shoulder blades are engaged. Bring the left foot out to the side. Bring it back. Remember to shift yourself forward, over to the right, and back. Work at your own for 5 each side. Lower down to low plank. Forehead to the mat. Push those shoulder blades down as you come up into cobra. Stretch it out. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Come down into tabletop. Get yourself into that beautiful tabletop. Open up the wing on the right. Toes untucked on the left. Open and close for 5. Lower down. Bring both hips over to the right. Drop it down. Stretch out that hip. Nice deep breath. Back up to neutral. Beautiful. Check all those alignments as you open up the wing on the left. Neck is looking down. Open and close for 5. Rotate it back. Let your back settle for a moment. Extend that right foot onto the side of the mat. You'd like that whole foot right on the side of the mat here. And then check the alignment with that ankle. Push yourself a little bit forward. You'd like that nice alignment with your left knee. Then place your hands gently down. Lower yourself back down onto that left hip or left heel. Stretch out that right. One more breath. Pull yourself up. And then I want nice circles. Nice figure 8. Come back, round, over to the left. Push yourself forward. One more time. Feel that amazing stretch in that inner thigh. Back to neutral. Let it settle for a moment. And bring that leg back into position for tabletop. Extend the left leg out to the side. Again, always checking our alignment. Beautiful. Let's drop that hips back to that right heel. Extending those arms out in front. Inhale back to center. And then start figure 8s over to the right, pushing yourself forward. Using those abs to pull yourself around as well. Beautiful. Last time, pausing at center. Back into stable table. Curl those toes under, downward facing dog. Lift and rise and lift your feet for a moment here. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that right leg up behind us. Bring it into the right knee, or right elbow. Bring it back. Bring it over to the left. Push yourself forward. Bring it back. Bring it into center. Bring it back. We'll keep that leg up as you walk forward. I want you on the ball of the foot on the left. Head is pointing down. Rotate those hips. Bend that right knee. Bring it in for half pigeon. Extend that left leg out. Bring the chin up. Stretch it out. Release any tension in those hips. Nothing's tight here. One more breath. Curl the toe under. Lift up that left leg. Press yourself back onto the balls of the feet. Walk yourself back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Rotate those hips again as you bring that left knee into that left elbow and press it back. Let's go over to the right and press it back. Beautiful work. Bring that chin into the chest and press it back. Walk those hands out, up onto the ball of the foot on the right. A lot of momentum here. Bend that left knee, bring it in for half pigeon. Extend that leg out on the right. Beautiful. Lift up that chin, open up that heart, and breathe. Beautiful breaths. Curl the toe under on the right. Get yourself nice and stable. Check that your fingertips are spread apart nicely. Lift up that right leg, press it back into high plank. Beautiful. Keep those hips up into the air. Drop those hips over to the left, center, over to the right, center. We want to come right onto the sides of the feet when we're doing this. Working on those side abs. Keep going. Beautiful work. Back to center. Slowly lower down to down. Press the shoulders blades down. Come onto the forearms. Lift yourself up and breathe. I want you to bring your forehead down to the mat. Bring those beautiful mountain hands beside you. Point those toes. And then I want you to inhale and bring that chest up. 3 breaths here. And then you're going to look to the right, sliding that hand down. Keep those fingertips pointed, spread apart. Inhale to center, keep the chest up. Let's go to the left. Slight little motions as we go each side. One more time each side. Release the forehead to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Rocking those hips out side to side. Bring both knees up. Feet are flexed. Lift up the chin. Lift up the head. And then take the right hand, grab a hold of that right ankle. Then the left. We're going to go into bow pose. So maybe get your knees into that nice alignment with the hips. Lower the forehead down. Pull the shoulder blades together. Pull those heels into the glutes. And then inhale, bring it all up. One more breath here. Slowly lower the forehead down. Release the right foot to the mat. Keeping a hold of the left. Extend the right arm out nice and straight. When you're ready, inhale, bring up the right arm and the left leg, keeping that right foot on the mat. And breathe. Lower the forehead down and then slowly switch sides. Extending that left hand out. Bending that right foot. Grabbing a hold of that right foot. Pulling it in. Want to stretch out the front of that quad. On the next breath, bring up the left arm and lift up that left leg, or right leg, and breathe. Just slight little motion. One more breath. And lower down. Release it all. Hands go underneath the forehead again. Relax the legs. Curl the toes under. Bring your forearms beside your body. Spreading the fingertips. Push under those feet. Get those toes tucked under. Looking down on the next inhale. Squeeze it all up, and we're going to go into a forearm plank. Inhale, bring it up. Beautiful. So you're just shifting back onto the balls of the feet. Hold for 3 breaths. Belly's active. Slowly lower it down. Untuck the toes. Bring the chin up for that beautiful lizard pose. Let those glutes flop open. Nice little rebound. One more breath. Gently looking down again, curling those toes under. Remember to press those toes. You got to work those toes sometimes. Fingers are spread apart, back into your forearm plank. So you want to shift back onto those balls of the feet, protecting our shoulders. Looking down, watch the neck. Slowly lowering it down, releasing the toes, lifting up the chin, opening the chest. Let the glutes flop open, the legs flop open, feeling that beautiful release in that lower back. Looking down, last time for forearm plank. Ready, inhale up. Push back onto your knees. Push those hips back, sweep yourself forward to that beautiful puppy pose. Feel that on the back. Lower down, maybe even more. Push it forward and just slight little motion in that chin. And then all the way back to child's pose. Stretch it out. Releasing that forehead to the mat. Hands can be out in front, or you can wrap them around. Palms are facing up. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath here. Slide those hands forward, coming back into tabletop. We're going to do some four-legged dogs. Rock those hips out. Drop both hips over to the left. Inhale to center. Drop them over to the right. Inhale to center. And when you're ready, I want you to extend that right arm out and that left leg out, shifting forward so you got that nice alignment with the left wrist and the left shoulder. Looking down. Belly's tucked in, glutes are nice and tight. Bring it down. Get into position again. Extend that right foot out, left arm out. Feel that nice stretch in that side body. Bring it down. Back into that tabletop position. Extend the left foot out, right arm out, and then we're going to bring knee to elbow for 5. When you're ready, deep breath in, bring it all in. Nice little curls. You want to keep those hands active. Each time pushing yourself back forward. Keep the arm up and the leg up. Open up that left foot to the side. Back and forth. Slight little movement. Back to neutral. Bring it back to your tabletop. Lower your hips down. Extend the arms out. Forehead to the mat. Inhale back up to tabletop. And when you're ready, right foot comes out. Foot is flexed. Rotate those hips. Left arm out. Push yourself forward. You're always looking for that wrist and that shoulder to be in alignment as you come in. And then those hips get turned back to the mat. Protect that neck looking down. Everything's active. And we're going to bring it in knee to elbow for 5. Deep breath. Follow your breath. Keep everything up. active. Fingers are spread apart on the left, and open that right foot just ever so slightly. Foot is flexed for 5. Working those hips a little bit, strengthening that lower back. One more time. Bring it all back down to neutral tabletop. And bring the hips over to the left. Stretch it out. Inhale to center. Last time over to the right. Back into center. Curl the toes under. Up into downward facing dog. Walk it out. Feel those feet on the mat. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Gonna do a short sun A salutation. Warrior 2. Forearm to the right. Stretch it out. Open up the chest and lift up the chin. Tighten those glutes. Warrior 2. Let's bring the right hand down beside the right foot, extending that left arm up as you open up that side body. I want you to look and see if you can see that left shoulder just a bit. Beautiful. Power back up into Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Step it forward into forward fold. Hands on the mat. Slight knee bend, high plank. Low plank. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Spread the toes, coming into Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Forearm extended side angle. Open it up. Beautiful work. Back to Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Step it forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Tabletop. Bring yourself into a seated position on the mat. Rock those hips side to side. Bring the feet to the mat. Back is nice and straight. Beautiful warrior hands. Lower down all the way to the floor in your boat. Palms are facing down. Lift up the glutes. Bring the knees into the chest. Give it a squeeze. And then I just want you to rotate those hips. You're going to come up onto your back, bring those legs up into the air. Beautiful. I want you to do some scissors. Feet are pointed. And then drop the feet back behind you for plow, using your hands to push yourself back, stretching out that lower back. Let it all go here. Inhale, come up in that supported shoulder stand. Beautiful. Slowly release the glutes down to the mat. Put both feet together. Open up the hands, lower the back, come down into that butterfly. Let the legs flop open for a moment. Back is nice on the mat. Bring the right wing on top of the left. Stretch it out. Turn the palms facing down, looking over that right shoulder. Beautiful. Roll the feet back to center. Open back up to butterfly. Feel every toe touching. Beautiful engagement. Heels are touching. Embracing that yin side of us. Opening up to that feminine energy. Turn the palms up to the sky for a moment. And breathe. Let it all go. Here we release anything that no longer serves us. One more nice deep breath. Rotate the palms facing down on the mat. Bring that left wing over top of the right. Bring them together over to the right. Turn and look to that left shoulder. Beautiful side body stretch. One more nice deep breath. Lovely. Let's slowly bring both feet back to the mat. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Slowly release the feet back to the mat. Palms facing down. Extend that right leg to the mat. Extend that left leg to the mat. Turn the palms open. Let the feet settle into that sweet Shavasana, that surrender. Beautiful. Think about your forehead. Think about your nose. Think about your cheekbones. Concentrate on your breath. Let everything settle. Beautiful surrender. Bring both hands overhead. Bring them in prayer. Rotate your feet back up. Point your toes. Bring both feet together for a full body stretch. Stretch it all out. And then let's slide our hands down beside our body. Palms facing down. Bring both feet to the mat. Slowly roll over to your right side, extending your right arm, cradling your head on the right, feeling the weight of the left arm on the side body. In this beautiful fetal position, embracing yourself as we know our worth each day, knowing we're enough. 2 more nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, let's come up into a seated position together, making sure your sit bones are on the mat, rocking yourself side to side until you can feel the engagement of those sit bones. And then bring your hands to your knees, straighten your back, lift up that beautiful chin, nice deep breaths. Bring your right ear over to your right shoulder. Inhale to neutral. Slowly bring that left ear over to the left shoulder. Inhale to neutral. One more time each side. Nice and slow. Dropping those shoulders, deep breath, inhale all the way up. Bringing your hands together in prayer, maybe pulling your body forward just a bit. And then bring your hands through to your mind. Let it stay open, always to receive. Gently bring your hands through to your heart. Let it stay open, full of love. As we give gratitude for sharing time together on the mat, we fold our hands forward to our intuition, listening to our intuition. Let it be our guide with love and light. Namaste.
Namaste.